Today I'm going to show you the 10 best resistance band back exercises to gain strength and prevent injury. Alright, are you guys ready? My name is Brent Kasmer. I've been doing this for 17 plus years. Super excited to show you this. I know we're all stuck at home. I'm in my backyard and I'm going to show you how to do these things. Obviously I'm going to be using a fence post. I'm right here backed up to a fence post. In some of my other videos I've used trees. People will ask me like, well, what happens if I don't have a fence post? Well, what happens if I don't have a tree? I'm going to walk around. I'm going to try to show you different things to hook into. Alright, so that way you guys don't have the excuses. We can hook into all kinds of stuff. Just make sure everything's stable and you're not hooking into something very easy and it'll fall down on you. Alright, enough of that chatter. We're going to go ahead and get started. So, we're going to start off with a wide grip lat pull down. How in the world? I'm not hooking anything above me. So what do you think I got to do? I'm going to hook something down low here. I'm going to get nice and dirty because I don't have my mat over here with me. But I'm going to hook this through the fence. So you can use, obviously, any of these. I'm going to use this lower one though. And I'm going to hook it right around here, just like this, pulling it through. All right. So we're going to do a lat pull down. So I'm going to lay on my stomach. Actually, I'm going to just kneel down. So we're going to back up. In a lat pull down, you're just going to lay down flat. You want to go wide grip, lat pull down. Lats are outside here, in case you don't know where they're at, underneath your armpits. And they hook down low right into about here. So you're going to come out wide, pulling it down. Just like you would with a lat pull down bar. Obviously you don't have the mobility with the bar because you can't come up and together like this, but this is actually a beautiful exercise. Just getting a good pump into that lat. Just like we always talk about also, if you need to increase the strength, you can hook multiple bands either into the handles. There's several different types of bands out there. Or you can just double bands up and just grab two handles. Alright? Since I'm down here in this position, drum roll number 2. We got a single arm lat pull down or a single arm pull down. Same thing, just like this. Same motion you would do with a lat pull down. So see how I'm coming out with that? And down. And you can see that, I mean, you're working on these exercises. So single arm lat pull down. Exercise number 3. We're going to be doing an underhand grip or reverse grip pull down. So you're going to arch your body up and pull down underneath. So you're going to pull down all the way to your chest, below your chin, keeping your palms are facing up. So that's what makes it a reverse grip or an underhand grip. Pull down, just like so. Driving it in. All right, the next exercise is going to be a chest pullover. So chest pullover. Go. That's my daughter. So chest pullover. We're quarantined. We're all stuck together. It's getting a little crazy around here. She broke out. So this is called a chest pullover. That's how Google launches it. But you're actually, when you go with a wider grip, you're working your serratus muscle, which is right there underneath your armpit. So you're just coming up and pulling over. And it's a lot better of a motion doing the pullovers because the band's fighting against you. It's pulling back, which is great. When you're typically using a bar, you lose a lot of that resistance once you get to this point. But this actually, when you're using a band or a cable, gives you that resistance all the way through the movement. So wide grip, pulling up, pulling over. Just like so. All right. Next exercise. We're going to go into the banded good mornings. So It's almost like a stiff-legged deadlift. So you're holding it here, leaning forward, pushing your butt back, and up. This is a great one to help prevent injury. A lot of people have lower back issues. You want to strengthen that muscle up. Just pulling up, keeping your upper body nice and tight and straight. Working right along your erector spinae, all the way up the center of your back, right along the spine. Keeping those shoulder blades back. Another way to do it is to just hook your thumbs and crisscross these in front of you and coming down and out and straight up. This would be your banded good morning. All right, so we had your wide grip lat pull down. We had your single arm pull down. We've had our underhand grip or reverse grip pull down. We've had our good mornings, all right? So now we're gonna go into a back row. So back row, let me straighten these back out. So there's several different hand positions for this. So you just wanna make sure that your chest is angled towards whatever you have hooked in. So since I'm hooked in low, I'm going to hinge forward, aiming myself forward towards that point. If you have lower back issues, then hook it up so that way it's straight on with you, and that way you're not bent over, putting any extra pressure on your lower back. So you're hinged here and just driving your elbows straight back like so. What you don't want to be doing is moving your head around. You want to be squeezing the middle of your back. Another way to do it is an overhand grip, and you're just squeezing back also. So this would be your back row, just like that. Now we've got the back row. Now we're going to go to the single arm row or one arm row. Two ways. Same thing, holding this off to the side, keeping yourself nice and straight, and just driving that elbow back. Same thing, squeezing your rhomboids, the middle of your back. And if your band's too tight and it's too hard for you to do, you're just gonna pass that handle through and cinch that down on the fence, and you'll be able to do a single arm row. Same thing. So this gives you, so if it was too difficult before, this will give you the ability to do it, so that way you can get that range of motion. Always work on your range of motion. Always make sure you're getting that good, contraction on the muscle, and then extending it all the way out also. All right, we're moving right along. So next would be a face pull. So face pull, the biggest thing with the face pull is you're pulling straight up, but you're gonna go ahead and make sure your elbows are going straight out to the side, and you're pulling your hands right like beside your ears, okay? So you're here, straight out. It's another great one for posture. All the people that sit at a computer all day long or drive for like sales meetings or different things like that, this is something you can do a little bit of every single day. Just because you're sitting forward so much, it's a great way to open those shoulders up, work on your posture. So leaning in, straight up, pulling it towards your face, driving those elbows out, just like so. All right, so that's your face pull. So let's get a little recap. We got our wide grip lat pull downs, our single arm lat pull downs. I'm stuck. A reverse grip or underhand grip pull downs. We had our chest pullovers. We have had our single arm row, our back row, our face pulls. We're getting down to the nitty gritty now. All right, so we have a couple of my favorites. Same thing, these also work with posture as well. I'm gonna stay the same. I switched to a lighter band These are a little bit more difficult exercises. Not difficult as far as too heavy, but they're just hard, or you know, it's a single joint movement. It's not a compound joint movement. So your body doesn't have the muscle to work it as hard or as heavy. So we have our W's. I could have hooked this higher and stood up, but this is a little bit too high for this, so I'm gonna go back down to my knee. So we have W's. So these are mostly known, you see these on TRX straps a lot, or suspension trainers, but we're doing them with the bands today. So W's is like this. So you're going down with your hands, keeping that same fixed motion, and straight up. So this is, and if you look this up, it's called a shoulder press W. So this is making a W. It's working your back, working your posture, working your rotator cuffs well here. So W's. Nice difficult exercise. Great way to get those shoulders loosened up, warmed up also, and your back also warmed up. And then also the Y. So you're nice and tall, going straight up with it. This works those traps really well. Ties in that little V-shaped thing at the, you know, base here of the trap, tops of the traps. All right. Well, hopefully you guys got some great nuggets there. I went through the 10 best resistant band back exercises for gaining strength. So gaining strength and then also preventing injury, which is what we really want to do out there. All right, so hopefully this helps out a lot. My name is Brent Kasmer. Been doing this for quite some time now. I love teaching, love helping people, and hopefully you guys got some great nuggets out of it. Definitely thumbs up the video, share it, do all what you got to do, and subscribe so that way you get my latest and greatest stuff as it comes out. All right, see you in the next video.